What's up, everybody? It's Bishop here for Tactical POV, back again with another video for you here. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch. I appreciate it so much. But guys, real quick, I'm doing a new intro to my videos. If you like it, leave it in the comments below. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think, because I'm going to change things up a little bit here with my deal sitting here behind the webcam here and checking out stuff here on my computer here, man, and just giving my reaction to some things. And my reaction I want to give you is Mark Robinson's speech, man, at CPAC this year in Texas. Man, the man's on fire. I love Mark Robinson, man. The dude is awesome. Speaks the truth, man. He is something else, man. Definitely somebody to watch. And if you guys didn't see CPAC, I'm going to give my reaction to it and break it down exactly things that he was saying here, you know, with a little bit of my 2 cents in on it also. But first, before I get to it though, guys, check out my online store, tacticalpovstore.com, tacticalpovstore.com. You can look at it right here. These are the things that are on the front page here, my homepage, that are featured. So as you can see, you've got my original logo mugs here. I've got some slogans here, different things on different shirts. Ladies, I've got V-neck t-shirts for you as well in different colors with different things on it. Also leggings, 2 ladies with my logo on it in 4 different color variations. This is the original one here, the red and gold. As you can see, it's on the jersey shorts as well. The hats, guys, they are into. I've been snapback, the trucker hat and the dad hat as well. Keep your eyes peeled here. Soon I'm going to have the other color variations of my logo available as well for the hats, and pretty soon here it's going to start getting cold here, man. It's much as I hate to say it, it's coming. I'll have the sweatshirts and hoodies and stuff like that, and some knit hats. They'll be up there available too. So, but check it out. Like I said, put in code TPOV10, TPOV10, get 10% off everything going on at tacticalpovstore.com. Don't forget that code, man. Okay, TPOV10, get 10% off. So back at it again here with another video, man. Guys, I heard this speech and I've been trying to sit still to actually do a reaction video to this speech, man, because it's just absolute fire, man. My man is spitting fire big time. And as I said, if you haven't seen it, this is coming straight from CPAC here. So I'm going to break in and give my 2 cents on and off with this thing, because there's some things he says in here, man, that I actually want to put something in on this too, because it's just absolute truth. So without further ado, let me go ahead and roll this film.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is From the Heart. Please welcome, from North Carolina, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson.
They told me I had 12 minutes. I don't see anything on the screen, so I guess I'm with y'all for the rest of the evening. Not gonna use that podium. I can't stand still. I got vertigo. I might fall off this stage. Very first thing I'm gonna do, as always, I'm gonna give thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
That's the very first thing I'm gonna do. I sat on the 27th floor of this hotel last night and looked out over the skyline of Dallas, Texas. I am a poor kid from Greensboro, North Carolina, an alcoholic father who died when I was 12 years old. My mother made me the man that I am. Every strike that the left says I had against me. Poor, black, a widowed mom, living on the wrong side of the tracks. But that poor black kid from the wrong side of the tracks was sitting on the 27th floor of this hotel, overlooking the Dallas skyline as the first black lieutenant governor of North Carolina. America is still the greatest nation on earth. And I don't care what these communists say.
That's right.
I don't care what these socialists say. I don't care what these blue-haired freaks say with a tackle box in their face at the college campus. This is the greatest nation on earth, and it's all because of God. He's the one that made it possible. So we
Amen.
give him thanks first and foremost.
That's right.
So now let me get into what I got to tell you. July 2nd, 1863, a town called Gettysburg, a place called Little Round Top. It was undefended, and the Union Army realized that if the Confederates took that high ground, they could win that battle. They sent troops to defend that place, and among those troops was a man named Joshua Chamberlain from Maine. Joshua Chamberlain was with the 20th Maine, and the 20th Maine became the far left flank of the Union position and was told, hold this position at all costs, because as you go, so goes the battle. Chamberlain's unit, the 20th, was attacked by the Confederates several times, and they repulsed every attack. But they found themselves without ammunition. They found themselves in desperate straits. And Chamberlain knew that if he did not win that battle on that hill, that possibly the entire battle would be lost. So he talked to his men and he implored his men, and he steeled their spines, and he told them to attach their metal bayonets to their wooden rifles. And they lined up and they swung down that hill in the fashion of a picket fence, and they swept those Confederates off of that hill, came back up on the hill, reformed, and won the day.
There you go.
Chamberlain went on to become known as the Lion of Little Round Top and received the Medal of Honor for his actions on that day. Why do I bring that up? I bring that up because the world now is Gettysburg, and America is Little Round Top. And you are the soldiers.
Which means we are the militia. You and me, a well-regulated militia.
Stand on that hill in its defense. I want you to notice what I said. I did not say Congress was the soldiers standing on the hill. The Senate is not the soldiers standing on the hill. The city council is not the soldiers standing on the hill. You are the soldiers standing on the hill in defense of this nation.
Yes, sir.
You are. It is up to you to hold this line. Because we're standing on this hill now, and what do we see? We look down that hill, and who do we see charging up? We see a whole horde being led by Jim Crow Joe, Nasty Nancy, and Chump Schumer.
And I'm going to say that in the back there, too, because 50-year record of Joe Biden, an actual racist. I should do a video about this. I seriously should, but maybe at another date, later date, something like that. We'll see. But I got a whole lot to say about Joseph Robinette Biden and his family.
They're coming up the hill followed by a whole raft of socialist nitwits who believe that a baby in the womb is a clump of cells and do not honor life in the womb. They believe that you should not have a firearm to protect yourself, but that you should pay for them to have firearms to protect them. They don't believe that your children should be educated. They believe that they should be indoctrinated. They're dragging up that hill all types of things. CRT, transgenderism, this idea of birthing people. Who in the world came up with that garbage?
It's ridiculous. It's called a woman. We all know that. All of us sane individuals know that. Yeah, a birthing person. Yeah, it's called a woman. There you go. A female. There you go. That's it.
They're dragging up this socialist idea that criminals should not be punished, that they should be allowed to run rampant.
Ridiculous.
That our borders should be wide open, that our police should be demonized.
It's insane.
That our veterans should be dishonored. And they're also pushing this agenda to tell you that unless you go get a shot, you cannot keep your job, or open your business, or go to church.
That's pure evil. Pure evil. Especially the part going to church, which they label. Remember, we've been through this now. We're 2.5 years on this deal. The pandemic's over. And we look back on history, what happened over this deal. What was the first thing they shut down and labeled them as super spreaders? Was churches, the first thing. But kept the liquor stores open, kept the strip clubs open, kept the casinos open. I mean, strike 1, 2, 3 of evil. Oh no, those are running fine. That's fine. That's okay. You know, but God, you got to shut down those churches though. You see where this is, you see where it led to. See where it's at now.
See those folks that are coming up that hill. There's a word for them. They're called socialists. They're called communists. I just prefer to call them idiots.
There you go. And we know socialism and communism has never prospered anywhere on this planet. Check your history. We all know for a fact, all of us that do know this history, there's no country on this earth that has prospered more than us, and especially any socialistic country or communist country. Not one.
So now what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Why do I talk about Joshua Chamberlain in the 20th Maine? I talk about Joshua Chamberlain in the 20th Maine because that is who we come from. We do not come from a weak, ineffective, jellyback people that when trouble happens, we find a safe space and try to find a counselor to talk about it. Americans stand up and fight for what they believe in and will put their lives on the line for what they believe in. They will put their money where their mouth is. And when the times get tough, you had best believe that Americans get going, just like they did on Little Round Top. They don't lay down, they don't back up, they don't quit. They stand up with everything in them and they push forward.
That's right.
See, we got a lot of things we got to fix in this nation. We got a president right now that could barely string together 2 sentences.
Lord knows that's the truth.
Somebody told me the other day I saw Joe Biden on TV and I don't think he was blinking. I told him I think his servos were probably broken on the remote control. You see what happens when you replace a lion.
That's right.
Well, I would say a lamb, but that's an insult to lambs. I'm not really sure what our current president is. I'm not really sure if he realizes what he is.
That's the truth.
But I know this.
Or at least what he think he is.
In November, we have got to stand on that hill and we have got to declare to America that conservative principles win the day.
Yes, sir.
And conservative principles work.
Yes, sir. Proven time and time again.
So we've got
without
to get
fail.
out. We've got to fight. We've got to talk to our friends and neighbors. Can't be the silent majority anymore. Silence never did anything in this nation. Imagine if the founders had been silent. Imagine if the abolitionists had been silent. Imagine if all the folks who came before you that made today possible had been silent and refused to stand up and fight. It's time to talk to our neighbors. It's time to talk to our friends. It's time to tell our families the good story about what conservatism does. It's time to remind them of the good days under President Donald Trump.
That's right.
You know, President Donald Trump, the one that CNN and ABC and the rest of all these lying news agencies, don't get me started. I ain't got but 3 minutes. I could go 3 days talking about how pitiful the news media is.
Absolutely. The Pravda arm of the Democrat Party.
Media. I'm going to tell you this once, and I've already told you before. I'm not scared of the news media. And I'm going to tell you why. Last time I shook in my shoes was the last time my mama or daddy took their belt off for me. And that was a long time ago.
That's right.
There's only one that can take their belt off on me, and he sits high and he looks low.
Absolutely.
He is the ruler of this world, and it is not ABC, CBS, or NBC.
You got that right.
Those agencies don't have the answers because they don't even know what the question is.
They don't have the answers, don't know what the question is, but they damn straight started a whole lot of it, that's for sure. So how you going to have an answer when you create it? They created it and they tell you, well, we got the answer. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't trust your answer.
So I don't fear them If anything, I stand firm. And when they get mad, I know I'm doing it right. We got to stand up, we got to stand tall, and we got to stand firm. Because now is not the time for what was called long ago cowards and shirkers. See, the cowards and shirkers got no place right now. Unfortunately, in Washington, D.C., we got a lot of cowards and shirkers. But guess who can get rid of those cowards and shirkers? The men on that hill. And who is the men on that hill? It is you.
That's right.
Folks, I didn't come here today to encourage my colleagues. They don't need any encouragement. I came here today to encourage you to stand up and be the king and queens that you need to be, to study your Bible, read your Constitution, and carry those truths into the political arena so that we can save this nation from the socialist horde that is trying to drag it down into the pit of hell. It is going to be up to you. You must be the leader. You must be the ones to save this nation. You think about it. When this country was in peril during the revolution, who saved it? It was the soldiers on the field.
That's right.
Ordinary men and women.
That's right. The militia, you and me, the well-regulated militia, that's what's in the Second Amendment, and that's what it's about, and that's exactly what he says, and that's exactly what I've been saying forever. We are the militia.
When it was in peril during the Civil War, who saved it? The ordinary men and women. When it was in peril during World War I and World War II, and all of our other calamities, who saved it? It was the ordinary American who stood up and did extraordinary things. It is time for you to stand up and do extraordinary things. And so I say to you standing on this stage right now, read your Bible.
Yes, sir.
Believe in God.
That's right.
Read your Constitution.
Yes.
Hold them dear to your hearts. Place the sword of truth on top of that bayonet of courage, or the bayonet of truth, on top of that rifle of knowledge. Steel your spines.
Right.
And get ready to charge down that hill. And let's sweep this socialist horde off of this blessed land we call the shining city on the hill, the United States of America.
That's right.
God bless you all. God bless Texas. God bless North Carolina.
There you go.
God bless
there you go.
the great state of North Carolina. Thank you.
There you go. That's it. I'm still clapping again for that speech. Straight tell the truth. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's right. That's right. That's right. Man, that was awesome. That was awesome, without a doubt. And man, he speaks so much truth on that with everything else. This is why I think like the third time I heard that speech. And it just holds true. It holds true what he says. You know, it was ordinary people like you, me, that's what won the Revolutionary War. That's also what won the Civil War. It was just that undying love, man, for truth. That's exactly what it is. Truth, pride, and knowing what was right, and knowing what was wrong. And that's how we got through this thing, you know, and how to join ourselves together. And we swore back then in the Civil War that we would never do this again to our citizens. We swore this, both sides. But one side right now is determined to start that up again because they want division. And when you have division, you can control. It's the oldest war tactic ever, okay? Divide and conquer. You divide people up and break them up into little bitty groups and stuff, and you slowly conquer this one, then you conquer the next one, then the next one. And then what do you have? Once you've conquered so many, you conquered all of them to a certain degree, and you've got them under what? Control. That's what one side for sure is pushing for, control. control over you, me, and everything else. They really care about you, but they damn straight want that power and that control. Okay. This is when I talk about so much about the Second Amendment and the ones who want to restrict, ban, take, and everything else. Yet you won't see them give up 1 ounce of security detail for them. There's no politician out there giving up security detail for him and his family. But when they come at you and say that you peon, you don't deserve to have yours to take care of yourself, then yet smile in your face while they're pissing on you at the same time. That's evil, man. That's evil. Understand where this is coming from. Like I said, when I call out gun grabbing politicians, that's exactly what I mean. And that means that comes from both sides. Believe me, there's a bunch of rhinos on the right too that are gun grabbing politicians. And the way they'd be dealt with, vote them out. That's how you deal with them. Vote them out and make sure they don't ever have any power to do anything to pass any policy, legislation, law, whatever, against you, the hardworking American citizen. You, me, all of us. Just don't vote them into power. They can't do nothing if they don't have power. And that's how it should be. Both sides of the fence. So, guys, anyway, if you like this video, man, I appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this content, honestly, man, and hold true. It's my motto. I've said it for the longest time. I still say it. And I'm going to have to put that on a shirt because I've been kind of waiting to put it on there because I just haven't got to it, though. But, yeah, I got a motto I'm putting on a shirt. Hopefully you like it because I honestly believe in it myself. It's the reason why I'm doing it. So, anyway, guys, don't forget to check out my store, tacticalpovstore.com. Put in that code TPOV10 to get 10% off everything else. And always remember, you are responsible for your own safety. So get more training.